of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, Senator John Owan-Enoh, has unveiled the 500 million micro, small and medium enterprises in the state. The minister made this known while unveiling the grant program during a media session with newsmen at Nigeria Union of Journalists Press Center in Calabar. The report.
The minister explained that the MSMEs Intervention Fund, a personal initiative designed to empower both formal and informal business operators across the state, is his initiative born out of a sincere commitment and responsibility to society aimed at supporting about 1,000 beneficiaries in its initial phase. According to him, the intervention is a grant not alone meant to grow the economy, create jobs, and help businesses and artisans build sustainable livelihood, and one that the funds are not for immediate consumption like payment of rent. He disclosed that the program, which aligns with the ongoing federal government effort to boost industries and manufacturing sector, commended Governor.
And every day they are contributing to the economy of Cross River. Every day they are eking out a living. How do we respond to them? So there's also some provision and some allowance for those category of artisans who are involved in those, little jobs and little businesses. But it's also a grant that is going to be very stringent. It's not going to be dash money for purposes of politics. It's going to be money that is intended to grow our economy and to get people to do better. There are moments where immediately after a program, the next day, people who benefit begin to sell the implements and the things that they have benefited from. We can't continue in that attitude. What is being made available is not for people to pay their rent. It's for people to grow their little businesses. So it's important that I keep saying this on and on and on. The privilege to formally, therefore, unveil the Senator John Owan-Enoh intervention program for entrepreneurs, for MSMEs, for the good of our citizenry and its own contribution to the growth of Cross River State.
The minister announced the establishment of an automotive training center at the Cross River State University of Education and Entrepreneurship, Akamkpa.
I've had encounters and experience of a lot of people who graduate from school. They stay upwards of 5, 10, 15. The idea is that if every beneficiary, is going to be able to present some proposal that are going to require up to 500,000, to fund. At that first approximation, we're going to have about 1,000 Cross Riverians that are going to be beneficiaries of this program.
The team lead, Senator Owan-Enoh's SMEs grant program, Agba Jalingo, and essay on intervention to the Minister Sylvester Oga, reassured that the program, which is open to all businesses in formal and informal sector in the state, will ensure transparent management of funds. They explained that the program will run in 4 batches with 150 beneficiaries from formal sector and 325 from informal sector.
The beneficiaries will be evenly distributed across the 18 local government areas in Cross River State. And the beneficiaries shall also be picked based on the LGA where the business is located and not LGA of origin. Then selected beneficiaries will undergo a compulsory 1-week entrepreneurship training at the EDC, but that has been separated into the 3 senatorial districts. So I want to assure everybody that 1 naira will not be stolen from this. A hunter that goes to the forest and comes back with a goat is actually a thief, because goats do not live in the forest.
Partner with MEDA through the Cross River Entrepreneurship and Development Center to have a training that is going to be decentralized.
Representative of Kasima and Microfinance and Entrepreneur Development Agency, MEDA, and other stakeholders were present at the unveiling.